because they want the equalness of being able to do what anybody's allowed to do. And that's fine. I agree 100%. That's equality. But then you also want people to go out of their way to respect and to accept whatever the fuck it is you throw at them.
Right.
And they don't have to. Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G, Garcia, and Brian Licata. We are your host over here, man. I am Gary G. Garcia, along with my partner in misinformation, Brian Licata. It's good to see you, man. You always bring a smile to my face. I was stressing it just now, trying to get everything together.
Yeah, man. It's Sunday, baby. Come on. No stress on Sundays. I barely wear sneakers on Sundays. It's no shoes Sunday. All
I
chill.
noticed you got on your gray sweats today, too.
I actually got a brand new pair of Lululemon shorts yesterday when I was out with my girl. And they fit me very nicely. Thank you, Tina.
Oh, you're wearing shorts today.
Yeah, man. It's 80 degrees, baby. Come on.
Fuck you,
now.
dog. Fuck you. It's freezing out here, yo. It's fucking freezing. I'm freezing in my house. I got my fucking heat pumping and I'm freezing. My legs are shaking. I got on fucking thermals.
What, dude, that is a big fucking blunt, bro. Pull that thing back up there. You got a cannon, son. It's a fucking cannon, son. What's in there? Like 2 grams, 3 grams?
Nah, just a blunt, man. Probably like 0.5.
No way, bro.
It's like 0.5, man. No two grams in here, man.
No?
Nah, not at all, man. Cheers to you, man.
Salud.
How's everything going with you on your end?
It's good, man. I mean, it's a little bittersweet. Tina just went back up to Jersey. She was down here for a week, which was very nice. But now she's going home for the holidays. And I'm driving up in a couple days to meet her up there. So right. I'm a little sad that my lady is gone again. But at
least you get to miss each other.
Of course.
You know, so that should keep the romance fresh for a while.
Yeah, it is pretty nice because it's kind of like every time she's come down, it's like we're kind of on a little vacation, you know?
Yeah.
But
very cool, man. Well, I'm happy for you. As long as you're happy, I'm happy, man.
Yeah. She'll be back full time after the first of the year, so we'll be good. It's nice with her because she watches Boots all day, you know? So Boots has someone to hang out with. Now he's all sad. He's laying on the floor all sad.
I went out and actually bought a Christmas tree. First time in like 7 years.
Okay, a real tree, obviously, right?
A real tree. I was trying to, because my son was mad. My son moved in. He's like, dude, you're not getting a Christmas tree. You're not getting nothing. I'm like, dude, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really get into that. I don't stress it. And then I realized why I don't. Because I went to go surprise my son. He was at work. He just started working. He actually left FedEx. That's where he was working. But now I can give a big fuck you shout out to FedEx. The fucking slave laborers. That's what they are, dog. My son couldn't go in there with his belt. He couldn't go in there with his phone. He couldn't go in there with nothing.
Yeah, bro. We've talked about this before with Amazon. So FedEx, I assume, probably operates in the same fashion, right? Like they're tracking literally everything that you do.
Oh yeah, he has to walk in and out through a certain way. If he strays from that way, they would fire him on the spot. Which makes me think there's a lot of secret shit going on over there.
Well, it's I don't know how much secret shit it is or the fact that they're so driven by the profit, like they have to do that kind of shit.
Yeah, well,
what do you think they're doing? What's the FedEx conspiracy? Okay.
I think like last month, some dude went there and shot up like 7 people. Yeah. Not here, not in this FedEx, but in another FedEx. There was a story about a dude who went and like shot up like 9 people, 7 people, something like that.
Yes.
So ever since then, they got like real tight on their securities and shit. I mean, anytime any place has like a stupid ass thing, then it's because there's a reason behind it in some sort of way. I remember when I went to Bellevue mental facilities to go visit someone, and I bought him a book, and they were like, "You can't bring this book into him; it's hardcover." And I said, "So what? It's a fucking hardcover book." They said someone tried to murder somebody. It's a mental institution with a hardcover book.
Yep.
Started popping them with the corner of it.
The jails are the same way. They usually rip the covers off of the books.
Yeah, I mean, go figure, man. A fucking book. People are animals. That's what it comes down to. But anyway, So I tried to do something nice, which always winds up just causing me stress. I went to go try to get my son this thing. And I pick up the tree. I pick up a bunch of ornaments and lights and shit, but they don't have hooks for the fucking ornaments.
Oh, you can use you can get like ribbon, like a gift wrap ribbon or some
I'm
shit
gonna
like
sit
that.
there and fucking put fucking ribbons through everything, dog. Come on, man. You know, so I literally traveled like 30 miles just to find, because every place I went didn't have hooks, but they had ornaments. I'm like, what kind of a fucking scam is this?
Well, dude, it
You would
sounds like
figure
that.
when you buy, like, if you buy 50 ornaments, there should at least be 50 hooks in there.
Right.
At least.
Well, it sounds like we have a business opportunity. We can get into the hook business, the ornament hook business.
I mean, yo, what's crazy is I found one at a Dollar Tree, and they had like mad amounts of them and shit. And I'm like, you need to put this up in the front that you got these shits, because you can't get them anywhere, man. So that stressed me out. I was running crazy trying to do that, had me all fucking stressed out and shit. But you know, I got it done. The tree's up. It's whatever. My son's happy.
You got lights on it? Do you have a star? Or
Yeah. I got a little star on the top.
Okay.
Got a little star on top and shit. You know,
you put the star on, I hope, right? You put the star on?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Very nice.
Yeah, is that like the big thing? Is that the big thing?
I mean,
I remember that was the big thing in my house.
It's the man of the house puts a star in the tree.
Yeah. I always put the angel. We had an angel.
See, my mom liked the angel, but I'm gonna see if I can find the one me, my dad, and my brother liked.
I'm mad because I found a top hat that matched like the thing that I put on the bottom, the skirt, and it matched back to the skirt. And I was like, but it was just a top hat, no lights. And I got a star with lights. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll leave this star on. You know, what are you going to do? It's just a tree. I don't give a shit, man. You know, that's the problem with holidays. They cause stress. Here it was. I was trying to do something nice, and it was just stressing me out the whole time. Even just now, part of the reason why I was late was because I was putting all my ornaments on the tree finally.
How's it look? Are you happy with how it looks?
It looks all right. I'll show it to you, man. Let's see. Can we get a little turn in here? See how it looks. Hold on.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Nice tree, bro. It's a thick one. I like that. It's a good look.
Yeah, I need to get that wrap shit that goes around it to kind of close it off, you know?
Like the tinsel?
Yeah, but not like the tinsel. The ones that wraps around, you know, I forgot what they call it. I don't know why I'm forgetting the name, but you know what I'm talking about.
I don't, but that's okay. I don't.
You know that fucking, like, they do it in gold and silver. It wraps around the whole entire tree. Like,
yeah, I think that's tinsel, bro. No?
Yeah, it's tinsel, but the tinsel isn't the one that you throw on there. I don't like those shits.
Okay. Yeah, you're talking about like garland.
Yeah, I guess it's called garland, right?
Garland.
I don't know.
This is what we had on our tree. Can you see it? That's awesome, right?
Yeah, man. Kermit reminds me of me and my son right now, because every time we go to AC and some shit starts popping off, me and my son just sit down there. We just sit back, sipping our drinks and looking at each other going, this shit's crazy, but we ain't gonna say nothing, man. We don't know nothing about that. Exactly. We just sitting there sipping, watching life go by, man.
I saw something pretty crazy happen recently. So I'm coming back from a video shoot with my job down near Miami, right? So I'm coming through probably somewhere in Broward County, and I'm on a sort of highway, right? But it has traffic lights, but like a high speed road. It was probably like
I hate those fucking things.
Like 55, 60 miles an hour. Kind of like
then you see a stoplight, then you see a red light, and you got to fucking go from 60 to stopping.
Right. So it's kind of like the Black Horse Pike, right? It's very similar to a road like that. So this person is in front of me, and we're in a left-hand turn lane, right? And cars are going past us this way. Someone gets out of the passenger side of the car in front of me, stumbles out, almost gets hit by a car doing like fucking 60, right? And it's a Spanish girl, and she's yelling at somebody in the car. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like fumbling to try to get my phone out. And while I'm trying to get my phone out, a plastic container full of fried chicken wings and blue cheese comes flying out of the fucking car. Reels the fucking girl, bro. Their wings everywhere. Yeah, the wings hit her. The blue cheese didn't get her, but the wings got her, and they're all over her, dude. And she's like cursing this person out, dude. While there's cars speeding fucking by, and people are like slamming on the brakes, and I'm like trying to get over a little bit to the left because I'm not trying to end up in whatever splatter happens out of this fucking girl, right? She hops back in the car. They take off erratically or driving, and I'm kind of following them because we're going the same way, right?
Because you want to see if they fucking
Well,
hit anything.
and I'm also trying to get back to 95. I'm not going to go out of my way to avoid these people, but I'm going to slow down and try to get a couple of lanes in between me and them. All while trying to like get the camera up, right? So the next thing I know, another plate of chicken wings comes out, driving the side window, just into the street, not directed at anybody. Just they're like, fuck this food, bro. So the shit goes out, and then I get up to the next traffic light, and I see the driver, no seatbelt, foot on the brake. The car's like creeping up, and she's screaming at the girl in the back seat, dude, yelling at her at the top of her lungs, and then we separated ways.
Man, you don't want to get into arguments with Spanish chicks in the car, man. They're the ones that grab the fucking steering wheel and try to drive you off the road and shit. You know, or Spanish dude. Because I've been there back in the day with my anger issues, dog. I'd be like, I'm going to kill us both now. And just start like doing 90 and shit.
This was one of those situations, I think. Because you
I
can
once
tell
tried
that
to
they
hit
were...
my ex-wife with a Cadillac.
What kind of Cadillac?
El Dorado.
What color?
Old school with the tilted back and the wheel. Yeah,
Did an Elder, was it a convertible or
nah,
no?
Nah, it wasn't convertible.
Okay.
It wasn't convertible.
Coupe? It was two-door?
The two-door.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. I love those old cars.
It was all blue. It was nice, man. It was a nice. It spent more time in the fucking shop than it did on the road. Yeah. And I hopped up on the sidewalk to run her over. See, this is love, people. That's what love makes you do. I try to run her over, her and her friend. And they ran across the street, and I cut it across the street. And when I hit the curb, my engine died. So they lived.
That's funny.
God has always been my co-pilot.
Yeah. Well,
you know, I need to make him the pilot. Then maybe I go better.
Yeah, you should just be like a flight attendant.
I need to just sit back and let him ride. Let him take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
You can sit in first class, bro. You know, you can be there, but you can be in comfort. But know that the safety has you.
So I go, and this is what I mean when I say stress follows me everywhere, man. I go, oh, you'll appreciate the story. I go to get my oil changed. Just came back from tour. You know, car needs work. So I bring it in, get the tires rotated and shit like that. And I'm there, and I went there at 10 in the morning. Now it's like 11:30. And I'm like, it's kind of long for an oil change and tire rotation, you know? So I go around the back. I see my car sitting there. So I'm like, all right, maybe it just came out. Now I'm sitting there 20 minutes waiting for my car. So I go inside, and I'm like, yo.
Total time? Total time?
I'm there over 2 hours now.
Okay.
Right now, I was there 3 hours. Okay? So the story gets better. I go and I say, yo, my car's outside. You know, what's up? Oh, we're just waiting for the paperwork. All right. I wait another 15 minutes. I'm like, yo, dog, man, you know, I got work, you know, at 1 o'clock. And now it's like, and I was going to go get the tree.
Right.
So that's the thing. I was going to go get the tree because I said, I'm going to go there at 10:30. I'll be out by 11:30. Ain't got to be to work till 1. Go get the tree, set it up.
Bring it back on. Right.
Relax. You know, just put up the tree. Have fun with it. I haven't done a tree in a while, you know.
It is
now
fun.
They got me there.
It is fun too, putting up a tree. It
wasn't this time because I kept fighting time. I just didn't have the time. So it became stressful. But in my mind, I was like, I'm just going to come back, do the tree. My son will come home, see a tree. He'll be happy and shit, you know. And I go over there, say, waiting for the paperwork, 15 minutes more. I say, yo, dude, what's going on? They lost my key. But they didn't lose my key. They gave my key to another customer. And I'm like, what do you mean you gave my key to another? How did that person drive off with my key? And they were like, oh, well, they had their spare key with them. So their car started when they went in the car.
Because it's a push to start. So they didn't even realize. Yeah, they didn't even realize.
Even though I looked at their key had a keychain on it. You know what I'm saying? So how didn't you know that wasn't your key? Right? Now this asshole ain't returning it because they're calling him up. They're fucking texting him. And I'm going to call him an asshole because he grabbed the key off the top of the desk. They didn't give it to him. He grabbed it, and it was next to my key.
Well, so they say, right? So the Honda says,
so they say.
Right.
I heard 3 different fucking stories, so it doesn't even matter. So I said, you gave my key to somebody, dog. And he's like, yeah, well, we're going to make you another key. And I go, well, when you make me the other key, what's up with the key in my house now? That key's no good? And they're like, nah, you're going to have to bring that key back. So I'm like, so I got to come back here. And they're like, yeah. So I said, make my fucking key. I got to get to work, dog. You already killed me getting the tree.
Right.
Now it's like 12:30, you know? Dude, I'm there another half hour. I'm there to 1 o'clock so far. So far to 1 o'clock. Got there at 10 o'clock. Now I'm there at 1 o'clock.
Dude, oil change should be fucking 20 minutes, man.
I see the dudes out there with my car. So I go walking over and the dude keeps taking the key, trying to jiggle it, pull it out. Puts it back in, tries to jiggle it, pulls it out. He did this shit like 100 times. I said, yo, my man, it's obvious the key don't work.
Right.
He goes, well, it turns one way. And I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't turn the way that opens the door. Not to mention, do you think I'm going to sit there fucking going like this with the fucking key, dog? It don't fucking work. And I'm pretty sure you putting it in and out, unless you expecting it to bust a nut, that's not good for the fucking key. So why don't you stop doing that?
Right.
Not to mention, it's an automatic door. So where's the automatic shit?
Right.
Why are you using the key to begin with?
Right. What do you say to that?
Dude, they couldn't get the key. They couldn't even change the key. They couldn't hook it up to the car. I had to leave my car there. They gave me a loaner because I'm like, yo, dog. I'm already an hour and 20 minutes late for work now.
Right.
And they're like, oh, we apologize. You know, obviously, we're not going to charge you for this visit. I said, but the price of this visit doesn't cover what I make an hour.
Right.
I'm already losing more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they give me
they fucked you. Yeah, they fucked you hard.
They give me like a mini SUV, which I don't want.
Right.
I don't want to drive.
Do you still have it? You don't have your car back?
No, I got my car back.
Oh,
yeah, I got it back yesterday.
Okay.
Right? It only took one full day. That's all.
But still,
full fucking day. The dude
matter.
finally came back. The dude finally came back and bought my key back because he felt like he had shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I even said to them afterward, I said, yo, check it, man. How does somebody else grab? Because they said they took the key. I said, how does somebody else grab the key? So you mean I could just grab whatever fucking key I want? I don't really feel good about me leaving my keys with you, yo. And they were like, well, it was up on the counter next to it. I said, well, why isn't the one he's working on up on the counter and then the one he's not working on behind him where someone can't just grab the key? I mean, these problems are easily fucking solved, right? And this is before they gave me the rental. And now I said, listen, dog, you're not doing nothing for my anger issues. I said to them straight up, you're not doing nothing for my anger issues. You're filling me up with anxiety right now. And then the manager comes down, he's going to tell me, listen, I understand that you're upset. I know what you're going through. I said, dude, you do not understand what I'm going through. You know, because for starters, I got anger issues. Now you also fucked up the surprise I wanted to get my son.
Right.
Now I'm also an hour late for work. Mm-hmm. So you don't understand what I'm going through because you're already at work. You know what I'm saying? You working right now. You getting paid for this. I'm losing money, not you. So you don't understand what I'm going through right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, you know, I just want to say I understand that you're upset. Dude, stop saying you understand I'm upset because you don't understand. Say you know I'm upset, but don't say you understand I'm upset. And he goes, well, listen, I understand. I said, go ahead. Say it again. He said, excuse me? I said, say it again. Say you understand what now I'm losing it. I'm like, say you understand what I'm going through. Say it again. I fucking dare you. And now me and this dude are just staring at each other.
Are there people around? There got to be people around.
Oh, yeah, there's people everywhere, dog. There's people everywhere, man. And I'm like, I dare you. And we're looking at each other and he goes, we're going to see what we can do for you. I said, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear solutions.
Right.
I don't want to hear you telling me you understand me. Give me a solution to my problem.
Right. You fucked up, fix it.
They give me this bullshit call. You know, I mean, the car rides. I don't want an SUV, yo. So I was getting ready to go in and bitch and say I wanted the Accord, but then I was already late for work. So I said, fuck it. I took the fucking SUV. They're like, this isn't going to cost you nothing. I said, of course it's not going to cost me nothing. The fuck you telling me it's not going to cost me? I didn't even bring it back with gas.
Right, yeah, I wouldn't have either. Yeah.
On E.
Yeah.
On E. I'm waiting for them to tell me I needed to bring it back with the gas I had a full tank of gas in my car, motherfucker. Yep. And I went on the road and used tolls. And I used their fucking tolls. So then I come back the next day and they're like, I walk up to the dude, he goes, here's your key. Doesn't give me paperwork or nothing, just give me my key. I said, he goes, sorry about that. And I go, yeah, that's not going to cut it, man. Get me a manager. Now I'm playing white man. Now I'm acting like a white dude. I'm like, give me a manager.
Sometimes
manager
it works, bro.
Dude, you ready what I told this dude? I said, all right, man, I got my car back. You're not charging me for this. But why should I come back here again? He said, what? I said, Why should I come back here again? Why shouldn't I go to Tom's River where I was going before I got here? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's going to make me come back here again? He said, what do you want? I said, well, I want my next oil change free. He said, you got it. I said, I want my next tire rotation and alignment free. He said, you got it. And I said, and I want a detail. Next time I come here, that's what I want. He said, before he said that, he said, well, what do you want me to do? I said, listen, don't do nothing. I got a podcast. I got 5,000 followers. I said, 3/4 of which all live in New Jersey. They're all in Absecon and whatever. And I'm going to go on that podcast. And you guys are going to be my special fuck you shout out. And for the next couple of podcasts, I'm just going to rip Boardwalk Honda. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, what can we do? So I got up to do all that shit. And then I said, all right. So I'll let them know. Boardwalk Honda did whatever, even though I don't like the way my car's running right now. Because I think they did a rotation, but they didn't do the alignment.
Yeah, so, they might have not balanced the tires right.
It's feeling a little weird. So I'm giving them till Monday. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to go back there on Monday and be like, my car's riding a little weird. I'm not enjoying driving my car like I used to enjoy driving my car. You know what I'm saying? Because all I'm hearing is it's like shaky now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you motherfuckers don't know. I'm going to get a new car out of this shit.
You're going to get a convertible?
I don't know about a convertible.
Yeah, it wouldn't really fly up there. If you move to Florida, though, you should definitely get a convertible.
I used to borrow my man's convertible like 2 years ago in New York, and I used to drive with it top down, even in fucking 40-degree weather. Well, I'd be there bundled up, just driving around.
It's got to be cool, especially in Manhattan.
With the heat blaring. I had the heat just busting out on me in the top down. Fuck it.
It was probably really cool if you were driving through Manhattan, looking up in a convertible. Like being able to drive and look up like that.
Going over the 59th Street Bridge with the top down. Hey, with the top down, listening to New York from Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a good feeling. If you never experienced it, man, you can go to New York just for that. Go into Queens, then drive back on the 59th Street Bridge, listen to Jay-Z's New York with the top down and look at the fucking lights. It's an amazing thing.
I need a trip to New York. I'm feeling a trip to the city. I haven't been to the city in a while.
I'll be there on Monday, people. Yeah. Come check me out.
Tomorrow.
I'll be there Monday.
Tomorrow. Who's on the show tomorrow?
And every fucking Monday.
Who do you got on the show tomorrow night?
I have no idea. Whoever it is gonna be good. You know, I don't know. Adam takes care of that.
Okay.
I tell you, my job is to make sure the money's right. My job is to go to the Barkers, give me the money. Don't try to jerk me. You know what I'm saying? Give them the tickets. No, you know that's my job. Or anybody stresses Adam during the show, he sends them to me.
Got you.
That's my job. I'm the little bully. You know.
Well, you need to have that. It's kind of like us. You know, you're our bully.
Oh man, there was something I wanted to tell you that happened this week, and I can't remember now, man. Shit, I've been getting into shit, man. I gotta stop. I've been very edgy, man. I don't know what it is. I just feel a little edgy lately, man.
What?
I'm trying to change that.
What do you think it is?
I feel like I look it too. I look haggard. You know, pale and haggard. I got to shave.
You need some sun, bro. You need some Florida fucking sun. When you come down, man, after New Year.
After the New Year, dude, I'm telling you.
Yep.
You motherfuckers gonna see me chilling. I'm putting up those pictures with my feet by the beach, and I don't even like beaches. I'm gonna go to the beach just to take a picture of my feet by the water, just to abuse everybody. Fucking dummies.
I do that too. Every time that I'm in the car, I'm like, hey, it's 88 degrees right now. What is it in New Jersey? You know? It's nice, man.
With that.
Yeah, you gotta come down, man. We'll have a good time. Spend a week or two down here. We'll have a blast. So
something
what is
I want to tell you?
What is your son doing for work now that he's no longer at FedEx? Did we finish the FedEx thing?
He went there 2 days and wound up at the gate. He was driving 100 miles to get there. I'm like, dude, that's 100
miles. Where was he driving to?
It was like right near New York. It was like It was closer to New York than it was to us. You know what I'm saying? And he realized, but you gotta let them fail.
Right. You got, he's got to learn it from his mistakes. Yep, for sure.
Because if I tell him he's not gonna listen, I already knew the gas alone is gonna be ridiculous.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
he realized, bro, you don't want to do that shit.
He realized he was gonna have to fill up like 3 times a week, and his shit is like $80 to fill up. And although they were paying him good, and plus it was a slave gig, dog.
Yeah, was he
slave gig?
Was he packing trucks or what?
He was just like packing up the trucks, man. It was slave gig. They wanted 1 million packages a day out, straight up.
It's so crazy that they move that fucking many, and all of them do it. And there's so many places like that: UPS, FedEx, Post Office. It's fucking nuts.
So last night after the show, I wanted to get some Denny's. Denny's is my shit, right? And the one that I wanted to go to was going to close. The one I always go to is about to close. The only one open is the one that I had the beef with. So I go there. Okay. I figured it's the late shift. I'm not going to see nobody I really know. But of course, I saw one of the dudes that he wasn't there when I got into the beef, but I don't like him. I just don't like him. He's always fucking friendly, like over the top, it's so friendly, it's fake.
Right. Yeah.
To everybody. Yeah. And he's stopping at the tables and talking to everybody and shit. And like, dude, this ain't fucking, Gleason's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck are you that you talking to me right now while I'm eating, man?
Saying cheers.
So I'm sitting there, and behind me, the dude's talking to the people behind me, right? And when I got there was maybe like 4 people there. Now I'm there, and I ain't gonna lie, it's starting to bubble. A couple of groups come in of 6. It's starting to pop now, right? And I hear this dude in the back, and I've been sitting there now for the longest, just waiting to get my drink. Forget about the food. Like, the dude took my drink order and didn't even bring me my fucking lemonade. Like, I'm sitting there for at least 20 minutes waiting on a lemonade, right? And I'm listening to this dude talk about how the one I go to is in Galloway. Right, big up to the Denny's in Galloway.
Pew,
always
pew.
Treat me right. They know I come every day. I walk in, don't matter if there's a line, they grab me, they get me a chair, they sit me down, they eat, I eat. And they always make the food really good there. The food, I ain't gonna lie, the food there is banging, yo. It's a good diner there.
Yeah, man. So if you go to a place that isn't, high end, but the cooks care, you'll get good food, The
cooks care there, dog. Yeah. The service is good. The manager's cool, man. So I'm sitting there like this, and I hear this dude behind me talking about, we're the number 1 Denny's in Jersey. You shouldn't go to the one over in Galloway. Galloway's horrible. That one's horrible, he's saying, right? And I had just finished saying to my son, we would have already had our food by now. We would have already had the food. Forget the drinks. We would have had the food by now. And then I hear this dude kicking out, don't go there. Their service sucks. The manager's horrible, this and that. And I'm like, the nerve of this motherfucker to be talking shit about the Galloway
customers, right? To other customers?
To other customers behind me.
It's like bad on the brand, bro.
Dude, putting it down, saying that this one is the best. And I'm sitting there going, this one is the best. I used to come here. I left here because of motherfuckers like you and this service. You know what I'm saying? This service that I'm dealing with now. So he finishes kicking to them how this place is the best. And then he comes to me and he goes, sorry for the wait, sir. We only have 1 cook. And I said, oh, I get that. All the cooks must be in Galloway. Because when I go there, they got a full place. The people behind me start laughing. I'm like, Galloway, he's like, I'm like, that's the reason why I left here. I left here because you always have 1 cook.
Yep.
That's all you got. The poor dude in the back, I can't get mad at him. Right. He's alone and he's serving all these motherfuckers.
Right.
Then the dude come and bring me someone else's food.
Really?
And then at one point, and guess whose food it was? The managers. Why are you ordering food when you have 1 cook and the place is packed?
Right.
And then he's going to turn around because he didn't get to eat it because the place got packed. He turned around, he's going to tell the cook, oh, I didn't even get to eat the meal you made me. The 1 cook who you couldn't just fucking bite that and not tell him that you didn't eat it.
Right.
No, let me tell him that you made this food for nothing.
Right. Yep.
Fucking dummy.
Oh.
Fuck the Tilden fucking road fucking Denny's. They could suck a fat one. Fuck you. Oh, see, now I remember we in a fuck you fucking shout out day, son.
Boy.
I haven't done it in a while, but I must give an extra double barrel sword off shotgun fuck you shout out to Sumio over at Planet fucking Rose. And if this is the first time you're ever watching this podcast and you go to Atlantic City, don't fucking go to Planet Rose. Fuck Planet Rose. All the people who work there, dope. The owner, fuck the owner. Sumio, fuck them. You know Lisa?
Yep.
Boom, hanging out with us for years. Friend of AC for years. Matt, all of us. We all love, shout out to Lisa. Pew, 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 pew.
Love Lisa. Always very nice. Always very nice to me. Also,
rock and roll, right?
Yep.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Sumio came up to her like 2 weeks ago, telling her because she was wearing an AC Joke sweatshirt that was a conflict of interest. What's the conflict of interest?
Does she work there?
She works there.
Oh, I didn't know she worked there.
She's a bartender.
Yeah,
but so
I
what?
didn't know that. Yeah.
That's a comedy club that we close when you open.
Right.
So where's the conflict? We're not singing fucking karaoke.
You're good for their business. Hands down.
We used to send people there all the time.
Right.
All the time we used to send people there. Now I'm telling people, don't fucking go there. Fuck them. You ready for this?
Yep.
2 weeks later, he sends us a letter. He sends her a letter. Due to the conflict of interest, we're letting you go. So they fired her because she's friends with AC Jokes, dog. Single mother.
Wow, bro.
We're struggling. We're right by Christmas, right near Christmas. This motherfucker lets her go because she hangs out with AC Jokes.
Yep.
Who don't want to hang out with us? We the shit, motherfucker.
I like hanging out with you.
Yeah. You know.
I'm just kidding.
Some of us are better than others, but you know, it's all what you prefer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, some people
don't like me. Some people don't like me.
How can anybody not like you? How can anybody not like you?
I don't know. People don't like me.
Your ignorance is what makes you adorable.
Dude, all I'm saying is fuck Sumio for what he did.
I can't believe he fired her, man. Lisa's like the nicest lady
Big
ever.
L, keep your head up. You're going to do fine. For every fucking door that we see closed, another universe is exposed. So keep that head up and stay looking forward.
Yeah, amen to that.
You know? And that's the shit that goes on out here, man. All the bullshit. Meanwhile, we close when they open. How the fuck are we a conflict of interest?
Yeah, I don't get that, man. I mean, everybody in that quarter should be working together to try to make money. You know, I mean, there's only a couple businesses.
Dude, we friends with every single person that works there.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, nothing. And they hate it. They're like so upset that we got this beef. So big up to them. I know you're caught in the middle of it. But it is what it is, baby. And it's war. All right? It's war. Pick a side. Choose a side, man. AC Jokes or fucking Planet Rose. Fuck Planet Rose. AC Jokes, you hear some good jokes. Planet Rose, you hear some shitty singing. Fuck them. Fucking losers.
Fuck that place. I'm looking at some headlines, man. I'm just, I don't know.
There was a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about, but I can't seem to remember anything now, man.
Well, I mean, Omicron is upon us.
It's still here? I thought it came and went.
Well, apparently it's still here.
I thought that was a new kind of Bitcoin when I first heard about it. I was like, what the fuck kind of Bitcoin is this now? It took me a minute to find out what it was. I'm not going to lie. I had to actually go and watch the fucking news, you know? And I hate watching the fucking news.
I don't even look anymore, man. I really don't. I don't look. I'm so sick of all of it. And down here in Florida, it's nice and people don't care, so it doesn't matter, you know.
Oh, yo, I want to give a shout out to rest in peace. Shout out to Mike Nesmith of the Monkees. I was a big Monkee fan. He recently passed away, and I never got to see him live because when I saw the Monkees reunion, he didn't come back.
Oh,
he didn't have to because he got that whiteout money. Straight up, his mother created whiteout.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
So he didn't. They all needed the money. He didn't. Mm-hmm. You know, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? They said that before he died, though, a couple of weeks before he died, because he was always kind of like bitter about the monkey shit. But they said that he finally was like, yo, you know what, man? Monkees was a dope thing. I was part of a dope thing. And he was actually, he said probably the best times of his life was being in the Monkees.
I'm
So
sure.
he finally received it because, you know, he was in it for the music.
Right.
He's the one that got them to play their instruments, you know, and to perform live. You know, he fought for that because he was in it for the music.
I didn't know much about the history of the band, but I have heard their music, you know, tons of times.
Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is, it was a show before they were ever a band.
I didn't know that.
They were put together specifically for a show about a rock band, and they were made to be like an American Beatles.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So they were made to be like an American Beatles. So in the beginning, you know, someone else was writing all their songs, but Mike Nesmith, he fought for them to write their own songs. And toward halfway through, like after like their fourth season or something like that, they started doing their own shit. That's where Head and all that came out. I was a big fan of them.
I'm a Believer, right? Wasn't that their song?
Yeah. There's only one left. Man. The drummer. He's the last one left. All the other motherfuckers are gone. You know. But yeah, I mean, even what's his name? Davy Jones wasn't even a singer, man. He was a fucking Broadway actor. So they knew he could also sing, and they brought him up. Yeah, they put that whole band together, like, you know, strategically. And the truth is, they were a dope band, yo. You know, it's very rare that happens. That happened with Spinal Tap. You know, they did the movie This Is Spinal Tap, and they became a real fucking band. You know, it's very rare that happens. But big up to him, man, and his family, and rest in peace, man. You know. Rest in paradise. It's all part of life.
Yep.
You know, he's out there on that next plane now. But I just want to give a shout out to my Monkee people out there. I'm a big Monkees fan. People probably never guess it.
No, I wouldn't.
I like the Monkees.
Yeah. I wouldn't have guessed that. But that was good 70s music, I guess, right? Like, what were they, late 60s, early 70s?
70s, yeah. I got all this shit on VHS. I got all their shows.
I listened to a lot of 70s music, disco music, because my dad, that's what he was into. Monkees, Bee Gees, you know, the Knack.
Well, Monkees wasn't disco.
No,
disco. Bee Gees was definitely disco.
Yeah, Bee Gees was disco, but the Monkees were probably like a predecessor of that pop that kind of turned into.
Yeah, well, they were definitely
disco,
pop.
Right? Yeah, definitely pop.
Yeah, definitely pop. You know.
But disco was kind of 70s pop, no?
It's funny because when disco was out, you know, I was one of those disco sucks people.
Right.
You know, we always had that in my time, man. Like, it's funny. Our battles were so much different than now. You know what I'm saying? Our shit was like disco sucks, rock and roll forever. And then you remember the band Menudo?
Menudo, yeah. Menudo.
Yeah.
Mexican, right? Mexican or Spanish?
I think Puerto Rican. Well, Spanish is Mexican, dog. You know, they're all Spanish.
Spain.
Oh, you mean Spain? No, they're Puerto Ricans, man. And they were all getting molested and shit. Which I knew that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they kept getting rid of them and bringing in new young ones. The band always changed. After you hit a certain age, they got rid of you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And all the girls was into Menudo. So, you know, we were all walking around with the Menudo sucks, pins, fuck Menudo. Someone made $1 million off of fuck Menudo pins. There's a hustle out there, dog, for everyone.
I think the ornament hooks are a hustle.
All we gotta do is make ornaments with the hooks in them.
Nah.
Boom, bang.
Nah. Fuck that. Because we don't need to.
There's already hooks. They already sell hooks. You just gotta find them.
Right, but so what we should do is buy all the hooks from the dollar store and then resell them out in front of the other ornament distributors. Out of the back of the trunk,
that kind of hustle. That's like those motherfuckers reselling their PlayStations. I don't like that hustle. Fuck you. I'm not paying more than what it's gonna cost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just because.
Well, why don't they have ornaments with hooks?
Yeah, it never made any sense
to me either. That's like buying a table with no legs.
Well, no, dude. I think what it is so many people do different styles of Christmas tree that they want to allow you to put whatever attachment you want in there.
I'm not saying don't sell boxes of hooks. Right. What I'm saying is when I buy a box of 50 fucking balls to hang on a tree, there should be 50 hooks in the fucking box.
Yeah, there really should be with Christmas balls like that. They should all be
fucking
hooks.
Kidding me right now? I had to go 30 miles, dude.
Cálmate, tranquilo, man.
Don't talk Spanish to me, bro. Right? I find that insulting.
Lo siento, papa.
I find that offensive.
Oh, how is it offensive?
Man, my mustache is looking chopped. Looks like I was in a fucking but one of those big bayonets, like just shaving and shit. The other day, my son tells me, Dan, you got a patch of hair coming out right by your eye. I'm like, how you let me walk out like that, motherfucker? Why you wait till I'm about to go on stage to tell me I got a patch of hair coming out under my eye? I said, pluck it. He goes, pluck it. You need to shave that shit, man. He goes, you can't pluck it. Motherfucker.
Yeah, that should be his job. Well, one of his jobs of living with you.
You're the one that's supposed to see if the hair on my neck or
right, exactly.
Earlobe.
Yeah,
sometimes I'll be like, how hasn't anybody said anything about the hairs growing out of my fucking earlobes? How hasn't anybody said to me, yo, G, you need to cut those fucking ears?
They probably don't want you to snap on them, dog. That's probably what it is.
Nah, man, I would appreciate it, man. They come out of nowhere, man. They pop up out of nowhere. Dude, it's freezing in this house. And my heater is bumping. It's supposed to be bumping. I got to see what I got that shit on. It might be set to like 50. Because it is freezing in this bitch, man.
Maybe your pilot
and I just
out.
took a semi-hot shower. My shower sucks.
Oh, we got to upgrade you, bro.
I'm about to upgrade, man. I'm only here till April.
Right.
I'm only here to May, and then we out, man. Me and my son getting a bigger place, dude. I'm gonna have a studio in there. You know, maybe we'll see. Right now, I'm just looking a little bit, you know, a little more away from me, like 45 minutes away from here, where I can get me like a house for like $1,200-$1,400.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You know, rental.
Yeah. Dude, there's some towns. I mean, you don't even have to go that far away. You can find some rentals like that.
Nah, dude, Buddha's right over here, man.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker paying $1,400 for a whole house.
Where?
Land and everything. Cape May area, somewhere like that.
He moved again?
Nah, that's where he's been. That's where he's been since he moved out here. Somewhere out there, but he's paying 14 and the shit is dope. It's like 3 bedrooms, 2 stories, fucking huge.
Bro,
it's got a pool in the back.
The rent down here is going fucking crazy, bro. Like bonkers expensive. The place I'm in right now, I'm renting for 18, and they're now renting it out to people for 2,700.
How many bedrooms?
1.
Oh my God, 18. It's like New York prices out there, dude.
Yeah, but you can make New York money out here too, bro. You know, the money's good. And there's a lot of
in comedy. Their spot pays them more in comedy. See, that's the problem with comedy, man, is that back in the day, you know what I'm saying, you made $30, $40 spot pay. You know, you could pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? Off of that shit. You do a couple of spot pays here and there during the week.
Right.
You could pay your rent. And the rent's gone up, but the spot pays haven't.
Right.
You know, that's the problem. Like if you're like a spot pay comic, it's different, I guess, you know, like the way we do it. We do it ourselves, and also, you know, we set up tours and get, you know,
money that way. Yeah.
Money that way. I mean, but now we say we want this much. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to go there and
take what you can get, right?
Yeah.
You made what you made. Yeah.
Doing door deals. And we go out there and hustle, dog. We go out there, hit the mall. You know, the last time we did it was the last time we did it, and I'm glad because we got thrown out the mall for giving out things. And the dude throws me out and he's like, "You were here with somebody else. Where's your boy?" Because I was there with Mike. And I said, "He's inside." And they said, "Call him up, tell him to come out here." I said, "Fuck you. You go fucking catch him." Fuck, I ain't doing your job. I work for you, motherfucker. You're like, what, 17? Get the fuck out of my face, man. Are you stupid? Go get your boy.
Dude, there's
comment it's not even a suck my dick, it's a suck my nut. Pick which one you want.
I remember one time, man, I was with a friend of mine from DC, right? We were like 18 or 19. We're out near like Annapolis, Maryland, like in this like rich town. We're going to a party for some girl he knows, and it's in like a private community. So we pull in and we go to the party for a little bit, and I think the party got like broken up or something, but we left in a hurry, right? And we had all this beer in our car, and we get stopped by the security guard who, patrols the neighborhood or whatever. So the guy comes down, he's like, "All right, you guys need to wait here for the cops to get here." We're like, "Oh, okay." And then boom, just hit the fucking gas. Just took off, bro.
Fucking securities.
You don't have any jurisdiction, bro. They pay you to watch this shit. Like you get paid to call the cops, bro. I don't have to listen to anything you say, son.
Across the street from Ravenswood Projects was the what do you call them? It was the condos across the street. It was like a place called I forgot the name of it, man. But it was across the street. They had like a private security in those little buggies, going around the block. And we used to fuck with them, dog. My boy Goya worked there. And it was funny because when Goya worked there, he was totally like, he tried to be cool. As we got older, we became cool, but we used to fuck with them, dude. Because you're not supposed to ride bikes in there. You're not supposed to, we used to go through there just to get them to chase us. We tipped them over. We would tip them over in the buggies, dog. You know what I'm saying? We get them to stop because we're all congregating. You're not supposed to have people just chilling to be like 30 of us. Mm-hmm. And they pull up, like, you guys got to leave. And we just start rocking that shit and tip them in it.
Well, dude, I mean, you see those videos now, those like flash mobs and stuff. I think it's in LA or San Fran that if it's under $1,000, they can't prosecute you if you steal.
Yeah, I heard some ridiculous shit like that.
Let's look this up.
I heard some ridiculous shit like that, and if that's true, then let's gather up a crew of right underneath the fucking thing and let's do this, son. Because if that's true, how isn't everybody going out there and just fucking grabbing what they need, man? That can't be true. That's ridiculous. Somebody must have misunderstood that. You know what I'm saying? They must have got that from a podcast like mine. All right. Somebody just said it like it's true. It can't be true. It might be true, but it can't be true.
All right. So this is from the AP.
47 did not end prosecution of thefts under 950 count.
So AP says it was false. Prop 47 was passed in California in 2014 and reclassified felony theft as misdemeanors. Did not allow it to go on.
To go unprosecuted.
Unprosecuted. It says the fact,
which means they can. They just lowered what it is now. It's a misdemeanor now.
Right, it's a misdemeanor instead of a felony. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's how much? Under how much?
$950.
$950. All right. So bring the calculators.
Yeah, basically what Prop 47 did was take low-level crimes like petty theft and drug offenses and larceny and classify them as misdemeanors rather than felonies. All right, so it increased the dollar amount from $400 to $950 for inflation and cost of living.
How nice of them.
I mean, it's true though, because
how nice of the government to look out for those petty thieves. To say, listen, it's not fair that we still say if they steal this much. I mean, you got to think inflation. $40 back then is like $150 now. Right. $150 back then is like $950 now. If that's not people, and this is the people that, make the laws, and these are the people that we're taking our information from, and they get mad if we don't want to listen to them.
Gee, they're looking out for us, bro. I mean, it's, they're looking out. The good benevolent.
I was just thinking today out of nowhere. I'm driving, and out of nowhere, I just said, man, fuck Fauci. Out of nowhere. I'm like, fuck Fauci. I don't know that motherfucker. This is what I'm doing in my head. I'm driving. Dude, listening to fucking music, and out of nowhere, I go, fuck Fauci. This is all out loud. Fuck him. I don't fucking know that dude, man. I'm not a client of his. I don't know him.
There's a really, on 95, dude, going south, right, towards Miami and Fort Lauderdale. There's a billboard that has two sets of pictures in black and white. And then over the left side, it's like split down the middle. And over the left side, it says vaccinated, and it's in green, like go, right? And then the other side, it's a picture of somebody with a red that says unvaccinated, and it's all in red. And then like a mile or two up the road, there's a billboard for $175 medical marijuana card. And it's like, this is how capitalism and control meet each other on your drive down to Miami. It's like, it's ridiculous, bro. Like what?
And what's funny with the legal marijuana though, right? Now I'm seeing like articles and shit saying how it's linked to cancer and this and that, and how it does this and it does that. And I said once marijuana becomes legal, that's when it's going to start doing shit back. They're not going to leave it the way it is, man. They're not going to leave it where it's the curing factor, man. They're going to put shit in it like they did with cigarettes. Like this shit right here. This used to be tobacco.
Yeah, dude. And that's why I like cigars, because cigars are usually made in small factories.
This is
You know, they're not-
126 poisons.
right.
And the tobacco is just the thing to distribute it, man.
Well, see, the
Carcinogens.
the beneficial
And I'm still
thing,
smoking it.
well, the beneficial thing about marijuana over any other fucking crop, right, is that you can grow that shit yourself, and it's super easy to grow good weed. You know, it wouldn't be that hard, you know, so you can get your own shit. You don't have to worry about all that.
But that's the reason why they don't want it to be legal.
Well,
and like Tommy said, they don't want us on that higher level.
Well, and I think
and being able to deal with shit.
I think it's the pharmaceutical companies that are going to be, you know, doing all these campaigns because they don't want people smoking because they're not going to want their fucking happy pills anymore. You know, you don't need to take antidepressants if you can microdose 0.2 milligrams of fucking mushrooms and smoke a joint, you know?
Yeah. So you know what they're going to do is they're going to take over those companies that are allowed to make it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's already happening.
And
like
you're going to get it in packs and they're going to start adding shit to it.
Dude, it's already like that. 100%. It's already like that. Like all those businesses and dispensaries have gone commercial. There's a franchise marijuana dispensary around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I used to get put in jail for a dime bag.
Yep.
And people got the nerve to ask me, what do I think about it? You know, I mean, I love the fact that, you know, they're not fucking with people no more for it. They never should have been fucking with people for it. But the way it's going about, like, you know, like you said, the way it's been so commercialized and everything is just whatever.
Well, the truth of it is,
I'd rather kill myself with a cigarette.
You know,
how did smoking a cigarette become more rebellious than smoking weed?
Yeah, it's really funny, man, because marijuana is a perfect example of capitalism and racism. You know, like the reason it was illegalized is because of racism and because of money. You know, like prior to, you know, the turn of the century, like 1900 or 1800s into 1900s, they had hemp fields everywhere in the U.S. Everywhere, everywhere, more than cotton, more than lumber. But Hearst had a fucking paper factory and had timber fields and shit like that, and he didn't want it, so they went on a campaign against fucking black people, made them out to be the boogeyman.
And Mexicans.
And Mexicans, yeah. I mean, depending on the part of the country, in the Northeast specifically, you know, targeted towards blacks. Out west and down south, you know, Mexicans. And now, you know, capitalism's taking control of it again, and you know, drive out, you know, the little guy.
Yep.
You know, and in
believe
states,
me, I know, because I'm a little guy.
So in California, you can have up to X amount of plants growing, but in Florida, what they did was they wrote the laws in a way that in order to get grow licenses, you need to have had orchards or some sort of farm for like 10 to 20 years prior. So you can't just come here to start a farm. You had to have had a farm and then convert. So they do that so they can give all these rich orange growers and sugar growers in Florida first cut at growing all the weed.
And there you go.
And then they take the power out of the people.
And people are still running to the dispensaries instead of checking out your boys because their weed is better too. You know, more expensive. The packaging ain't as nice. The packaging's not as nice.
Yeah.
You know, but do you buy it for the package or do you buy it for the fucking weed? You know? Fucking Dutches in New York, $8 for a Dutch. It's more fucking money for the fucking Dutch than for the fucking weed.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
And I used to joke about that shit. I used to joke back in the day that cigarettes would be more than weed, and that happened. And then I used to joke that the Dutches are going to be more than weed too. And people are so stupid because they buy it. See what I'm saying? Like you're not smoking the Dutch. We spoke about that on a podcast. I think our first or second one. You're not smoking the Dutch. Dutches are made to fucking cut open and roll a blunt out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they have a perfect crack.
So now, if everybody doesn't fucking buy them, guess what?
Right.
Those prices are going to drop.
Well, and the thing is, the price of those things hasn't changed. What has changed is the tax that the state and the city has put on it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and a city such as New York that appears to be liberal actually isn't, because what they're doing is they're taxing people who have addiction issues and shit like that. Is they're putting a higher tax on people and they're trying to, you know,
but that is liberal, because liberal to me, like them motherfuckers. See, I don't even know who's liberal or conservative.
It's not. They're not true
but what
liberals.
I'm saying
they aren't anymore.
It is because as long as they feel it's something bad, then they feel you should have to pay for that.
Right. Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because they feel like, yeah, you know, they want equality and this and that, but they look down on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
What they want
And
is equality in their eyes and freedom for things that they think is acceptable.
but
We
then
are
once
either a
again,
free country or we are not a free country. It is
yeah,
fucking binary, bro. It's one or the other.
I said it.
It's
I
not
said
both.
it the other night, and some people walked out on me.
Good.
But I said the other night, I said, listen, people talk about equality, but when you look at all these people that are screaming about equality, they don't want equality. What they want is to be special, because they want the equalness of being able to do what anybody's allowed to do. And that's fine. I agree 100%. That's equality. But then you also want people to go out of their way to respect and to accept whatever the fuck it is you throw at them.
Right.
And they don't have to. You understand what I'm saying? What people have to do is allow other people to move freely and live their lives. You understand? That's it. That's all that's the respect I need to give to everybody. I don't need to love everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Although I do, I have a basic love for people, and I wish that people weren't animals like they are. But for the good ones, whatever, even for the bad ones, you know, I try to be understanding. You know, I feel there's no one more accepting than me. Because I've hung with everybody from pastors to murderers. You know what I'm saying? Straight, gay, fucking foot fetishes, fucking fart fetishes. I've hung with all kinds of people, and I treat them all the same. You know, I treat them with the respect that I would want toward me. You know, now if they're an asshole, they're an asshole. I don't deal with them, you know, but in a sense, I don't give a fuck what anybody does, as long as they're not stopping me from moving about freely, pursuing my dreams, pursuing my money, and doing what I gotta do.
Yep.
So if you're not trying to get in the way of that, then we cool. And I don't need to agree with what you do. I don't need to accept what you do. You know, I don't need to
endorse. You don't need to do anything.
You know, other than your name, I don't need to call you anything. I don't care what you are. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I never consider myself anything other than a straight dude. Apparently now I'm a cis man. Fuck you.
What does that mean?
I'm not a cis anything, man. Cis, whatever the fuck they call it. I don't even know.
But yeah, CIS, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we look this up before? I probably forgot because
we looked it up.
But I don't care.
I don't receive that because I don't care. I don't receive that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is
more than whatever.
This is what it is. A cisgender is someone refers to a person's gender identity, and it corresponds to what they're assigned at birth. It's the opposite of transgender. So you're born a man and you are a man.
They don't assign genders at birth. They assign sexes at birth. Okay? They assign the sex of the baby, and they don't assign it. The fucking scientific fucking breakdown of that person assigns their sex. And that's whether they're female or male. You understand what I'm saying? Gender, that's the role that those people play in a society. You know?
All right, here we go.
If you're going to go by the definition.
All right.
And even this is such a like bullshit way of trying to explain it, because they're trying to appease everyone. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to appease people and call shit what it is. Because look, it says, well, you just switched. Definition of sex. There you go. It's the two major forms of individuals. No, it's the two fucking things that make up. That's like that movie where all the dudes die. Remember that movie where all the dudes die that I told you to check out? I didn't even finish watching it because the honest truth is, man, a world full of women, I don't mind dying. You know, that's all there is. But the only males, and I love women, but I'm just saying, yo, even y'all don't like each other, man. Come on, cut it out.
Not
man.
that much.
You're never gonna see, you know, you're never gonna see a dude saying, "Oh, I hang out with his women," and he's straight. You know, I'm just saying. But like in that movie, the only males that were around were the transgender males. Why is that? You understand what I'm saying? Why is that?
Why, Gary?
because the scientific breakdown is still the same. If you died and they found your bones 30 years from now and had to go into your DNA of what you was, your sex would be whatever the sex was you were born with.
Right.
No matter if you chop it off, tuck it in, add one, let it grow, whatever the fuck it is you do, it's still going to break down to the same thing. And once again, I'm not talking out of hate. I'm just talking about what shit is. And I'm tired of people fucking saying you can't just say what shit is. And why you want to be fucking normal? I'm not normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not claiming to be better than anybody. Everybody want to be fucking accepted. Don't accept me, man. I don't give a shit. The fuck? Who the fuck? Where are my rebels at, man? And don't get me wrong. I know the struggles that people have went through because they're different. I know the struggles that people go through because they're different and they shouldn't have to go through that, But
world's a tough place, bro. World. Yeah, it's a fucked up place, bro.
It's a cruel world, man. And it's cruel to everyone. It's harder on some, but it's cruel to everyone, man. Everyone has a part to play, man. Start just living in fucking love, man. And don't get me wrong. I know y'all motherfuckers have had some hard times, but shit is getting better. People are accepting people. But you got to understand that to be equal is to also understand that everyone's not going to accept you. Because even though those people that are screaming equality and accept me, accept this, there's going to be something that they can't accept. When that gets forced down your throat, you know what I'm saying? And where do you draw the line? That's all. Where do you draw the line? You got pedophiles now. They changed the name of what they're called, but pedophiles now trying to get rights, trying to have rights to say, listen, man, this is just who I am. I didn't want to go out and find little 4-year-old boys and little 3-year-old girls sexy. I just do. And they want to be accepted. Now, I'm pretty sure all the people right now that are screaming that everybody should be accepted is not going to accept that.
Right. Somebody will, though, bro.
They're fighting for it, dog, which means there's a bunch of people that do.
Yeah.
There's a community. Listen, man, there's a community. They live right next door to y'all motherfuckers, man. They're dying to come out. They're dying to walk around freely pushing their strollers with their fucking boyfriends and girlfriends in them.
Mm-hmm.
That's some sick shit that I just said, right? I say shit without even thinking sometimes, dude. That's some sick shit. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, oh, is that your son? Nah, that's my boyfriend.
Dude, sometimes you just say stuff, bro, and it just goes in one ear and out the other. I'm like, what is this dude saying right now, bro?
But right? I mean, that's what they're fighting for, dude. They're fighting for the right to be pushing a fucking stroller. They go, oh, is that your daughter? No, that's my girlfriend. Oh, well, boogity boo to you.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. You're not allowed to say that. You're not from New York, son. That's a New York slang, son. You're not allowed to say, I could say that shit. Bing bong. My son just taught me about that shit, son. He just turned me on to that shit. I'm not that connected to what the young folks are doing.
Dude, I didn't know about it until my my girl told me about it.
So what about this dude getting knocked out by what's his name last night?
Who?
On Showtime. What's that dude from
Paul? Did the Paul fight last night?
Paul, he fought fucking what's his name from UFC. And he knocked him the fuck out. And listen, I'm not trying to diss the dude, man, because he will fuck me up. Anyone can get knocked, but it was a hard shot, dude. That dude is hard.
He knocked out Tyron Woodley.
Yes, knocked him out cold, son. Like cold. He knocked him out pretty much like he knocked out the dude from the Knicks.
That's crazy. I think that was his. Was that his? I think that was his brother who fought.
The dude from there's two of them.
Yeah. He's got a brother, Logan Paul. Yeah, dude, they're both animals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like
they just like started. They just got into it, man.
Yeah.
One of them wants to get into UFC.
I think this is the guy that wants to get in UFC. I'm trying to see if I can.
Yeah, don't put up the thing because you're gonna get us fucking taken off if you put up a clip of the fucking fight of the knockout. We can't. We can't. I mean, dude, I don't know.
Crush them, bro.
Can we show the knockout? Fuck it. It's the middle. If someone have to watch the whole fucking thing to fucking, that means they watched at least 40 minutes of it to fucking see it. But yeah, fuck it. Show our people the knockout, man. Fuck it. If we got it, let's show it. Yeah, he fucking clicks him, dude. He clicks him. Oh, but you gotta do it in fat. You gotta do it in like the regular speed, man. What's that?
That was regular speed.
No, that wasn't, son. That's slow motion.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't,
there it
bro.
is. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Boom. That's it. Get me a doctor.
That's
Look at his
crazy.
fucking, he had the hands folded up.
Yeah, he was knocked. Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
8 more subscribers and that'll be Brian. 8 more fucking subscribers
the
and that'll
white
be
kid
Brian.
knocking out the minority. That's what it'll be. 8 more subscribers.
All right. I'll be fine for all my Puerto Rican people. I'm gonna support a Puerto Rican flag on my shit. I'm gonna come in listening to Mark Anthony.
Menudo.
I'm coming listening to Menudo. Fucking shit. Man. That's some crazy shit, dog. It's a crazy world we live in.
I know, G. I know.
You know, and it's only getting crazier, people. So stay alert, stay awake, fear not, because they can't separate us. They can't fucking control us, yo. On some real shit. You know how many people been coming up to me saying, G, they're going to kill you one day. And all I can say is, man, I live a life that's worthy enough for the government to want to kill. See that, man? Who's that right there, man?
Mr.
Shit,
Bob.
my man Bob. I don't play. You know, I've been inspired by the great ones, man. They might kill me just for the shit I say about Santa.
Oh, man.
I went in on Santa the other day, dog, and this lady was so upset. And I said, you do realize he's fake, right? Like, he's not real. Like, you know, like, why
are you upset about it?
Why are you upset that I'm, would you get upset if I diss Bugs Bunny? Or Mickey Mouse? You get upset about all the subliminal dicks that are
coming out of Mickey Mouse.
That are coming out of Mickey Mouse's ass? Come on, man. Wake up. The other day I was tearing into Thanksgiving. I did the whole thing about celebrating the real Thanksgiving. You know? And this one lady got mad at me and shit. And I said, you still think Christopher Columbus was a good dude, don't you? And she was like, yes. I said, oh, so I guess all those rape and fucking pillaging fucking accusations.
Yeah, he wasn't a good guy.
He wasn't a good dude at all. That's why we celebrate him. No,
but see, the thing people don't realize is none of the people back then were good people. You know, this is how the world worked. They conquered
some good people.
Destroyed.
That's why shit has gotten some small changes.
Well, of course, no, there are good people, but they were conquerors. They were doing it for the good of their place, not for the good of other people.
Oh no, I get it.
It's just like it is now, dog.
I mean, where would I be without?
I know you get it.
Where would I be without the conquerors, dog?
You would.
I would not exist.
No, you wouldn't. No,
there'd be no Puerto Ricans.
No. Well,
and we are great fucking people.
You are a people for sure. You are a people,
dude. You out there where you at in Florida, dog? There's a lot of Puerto. You better watch what you say, man. Dog. I can't protect you from out here.
No. We got Cubans down here, bro. We got Cubans.
I don't know the difference, other than they come from Cuba and not Puerto Rico. But I can't tell one from the next, man. That's why I'm not a good racist. I can't hate you for what you are if I don't know what you are, dog. I say it all the time. My hate is very individualized.
Specific to the person.
Specific to a person and their deeds. You know, and I can't even say I hate, because to hate, you know, takes so much energy. And I prefer not
I think you hate Sumio for sure. I think you hate Sumio.
I have a big dislike for Sumio, you know, and why? Because of his actions. I don't dislike the heart of Sumio. I don't know the heart of Sumio. I dislike the actions of the man.
Right.
It makes me question his heart, because out of the heart flows the words and thoughts of man. So I question his heart, but I can't judge his heart because I don't know his heart. So I can only look at the man's actions and say that this man is a piece of shit who has, no sense of good business, you know, no moral fucking compass, and, you know, no bad deed goes unturned.
Right.
You know, so you will reap what you sow, and so will I. And so will you, Brian. when I knock your ass out for even deciding to try to get into a fight with me. Because I'm old. He thinks I'm beyond my prime and shit. And you got people who believe. I think you put up a little poll amongst your friends and it was like 56 to like 42 or some shit that they think you'll beat me. And that's fine, because that just makes you want to fucking open up the lines for betting on that shit. I'm out here in AC. I might see if I can get that shit put on the betting and shit. We'll fight right there in the middle of fucking Wild West.
Oh, we could do that.
The last place I knocked the big dude out in.
Good thing I'm not big. I'm just tall.
He was your height.
Yeah.
He was just bigger.
He didn't have my ferocity. He didn't have my youth. He didn't have. He didn't have my devotion.
I don't know what he had, but he had a fist to the face and my son's elbows dropping on him like a madman.
Yeah, I mean, you guys probably jumped him.
Fuck with the Garcias. We jumping people out this bitch. We will jump you.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If your son wants to jump in and beat me up after I beat you up, that's all right.
Oh yeah, after I knock you out, he's gonna come up into the ring and just stop you.
Just do a little elbow drop.
That's his job. He's gonna come off the top rope and just drop you. My son don't like people fucking with his pops, man. And what could I tell him? You know,
you can tell him you're sorry for disappointing him yet again.
I tell him that all the time. I'm very sorry for disappointing him.
Oh, that's good. He'll be prepared.
There's nobody who wishes I was a better man more than me. And that's the realest shit I ever said. There's nobody in this world who wishes I was a better man more than me. You know, I see my shortcomings, I receive them. And, you know, sometimes late at night, they make me cry.
It's deep, G. It's deep.
You know, I'm an onion, baby. I'm an onion. You peel me back and it just gets deeper and deeper, and then tears come to your eyes.
And the more you stink, bro.
I'm like George Costanza. Remember when he was telling the story of his life to try to get the fucking thing?
Yeah, to try to get the apartment.
Get the apartment.
Yeah. The Andrew Dory. It took like 6 hours to sink.
Yeah. I was like,
went down in the water like an old man in a bathtub.
Yeah, that's hysterical. I love that show.
I watched These Pretzels Are Making Me Thirsty last night, and that is such a good episode. It's a classic episode. The storyline with Kramer and Woody Allen is awesome. George is moving the cars. He's moving the cars for the guy for a couple of days, and he gets all stressed out.
My son like really started getting into it recently, and then he started watching it again. He's like, yo, all these characters kind of like I hate them. And I'm like, that's what makes this show so good.
Right,
they're all assholes. They really are all assholes.
Right.
George is Elaine is the worst.
Yeah.
Elaine is the worst, man.
But she cares about animals. You know how she has that thing about like littering and wearing fur? She's like always.
Yeah, those are those people. Yeah. And they're the worst. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call no one out. She looks great, though, dude.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus in every single episode of that show looks good. She's a good-looking woman.
That's what you're into?
Well, also a very interesting thing about that is there's a lot of famous actresses who got their start on that show. Some of their early cameos were as Jerry's girlfriend. Skyler from Breaking Bad. Courtney Cox from Friends was on Seinfeld as Jerry's girl. I mean, you can go through the list. I mean, there's like.
Well, Courtney Cox was on everything, man. She's in the what's that? Who's that fucking dude dancing in the dark video? Bruce Springsteen.
I don't remember. I didn't know she was
dancing in the dark. You don't remember that video?
No. I remember the song. No, I don't remember the video though.
There's a scene in the video where he goes, "Hey, baby," and he picks a girl out of the audience, out of the stands, and it's Courtney Cox. He brings her up, and she starts doing the, that white people shit. You know how you white people do it. The worst thing that happened to white people is that swing went out. Y'all can fuck it up and swing. I ain't even gonna lie. Back in the day, not that white people can't dance. They just have a different dance. That's all. They have a different rhythm. That's all it is.
It's not a great rhythm either.
I mean, listen, there's been a lot of great white dancers. And that's what we call them, great white dancers. Spanish people, black people that could dance. We just dance. It's what we do. We got rhythm, son. Everything about us is rhythm. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, try not to play the song. I don't want to get sued, but here it is. There she is. There she is. Look at Courtney Cox right there with her short hair. Look at her. Little young. That might have been her first thing that she ever did. Might have been.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Look, he
there
goes,
she
brings
is.
it. There she is. There she is. Ah, shit. Go, Courtney. Ah. And the funny thing is, everybody always thought that that was somebody pulled out of the audience. And it wasn't. Nothing
Cox.
is real. They even lie to you in videos, man.
And podcasts.
And podcasts. I'm not even real. I read an article the other day. Birds aren't real anymore.
Yes, man. I have a t-shirt. I have a t-shirt here at the house supporting the cause. Birds are not real. If it flies, it spies.
It lies. If it flies, it spies.
Yeah.
Is that what the shirt says?
Yeah, well, it says bird watching goes both ways, and it's a bird with a pair of binoculars.
Yo, but does it say if it flies, it spies? Because if it doesn't, you better fucking patent that shit, dog.
No, yeah.
Let's start making shirts. If it flies, it spies. Bunch of birds with like camera heads. You know? Come on, man. My son's friend Tano owns birds, dude. They're real birds. You know what I'm saying?
This is a shirt that I have.
They're fucking birds. If you don't feed them, they die. What is the seeds, the batteries? Birds aren't real. I'd say this. I'm willing to say some of them aren't. How would we know? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to tell a fake pigeon from a real pigeon? Especially if that pigeon just stays in the sky. You're not going to watch it long enough to go, that pigeon doesn't land.
Dude. Yeah, no, I'm a believer, bro. I have, here's a shirt, dude. This shirt, it's a hooded sweatshirt that says it all about pigeons. Okay, here we go. They're liars, bro.
And they shit on you. You know? Yeah, they could be drones with the way they be shitting on people. They could be drones. That could just be people controlling the drones, getting like fucking, bored and shit. They're like, let's go shit on someone's head.
Yeah, that's what I do with I can do that with my drone.
And they just shit on people. What is that bird shit anyway? It's disgusting. It eats away the paint of your car. Fucking disrespectful animals, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they're government officials. Straight up, man. I wouldn't be surprised because,
I think they work for the DMV, bro.
They are disrespectful fucking creatures, man. Shitting on you. It's one thing to shit on the floor, and if you step in it because you're not paying attention, it's another thing to deliberately, and it's deliberate. It's deliberate. Every other creature can find a place to shit. They just let it out. They got no sphincter control. Do birds have sphincters? They don't have sphincters?
I don't know, bro. What the fuck am I?
I would think all animals that shit have a sphincter. Otherwise, it would just drop right out of them, no? Yeah. All animals with an asshole has a sphincter. Right? What are you eating over there? You look guilty. You look very guilty. Now she coming over here.
That dog fucked something up, bro. You better check that shit out, son.
Hey, look.
Oh, Everdeen.
Mr. Everdeen don't kiss. She don't ever kiss. She just like smells your face.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. She don't lick faces at all. First dog I ever met that doesn't lick faces.
Yeah, Boots. I don't know where he is right now.
Just sniff your asshole though. That doesn't change.
That's what they're there for. They got to make sure everything's good. Mr. Boots.
Imagine people greeted each other like that. Imagine that. Like that wasn't odd at all. Imagine what life would be like for those chicks with big butts. And would it even matter? Like, but see, like right now we laugh, but if it was the norm, you wouldn't even think nothing of it. You'd just be like,
Yeah, well, I was reading an article a long time ago, right, about about toothpaste and like breath freshening things. They weren't really around until the early 1900s, so people had bad breath all the time. but it didn't bother anybody because everyone's breath fucking stunk. Because
Well, that's like when I lived in
take care of their
Ravenswood, I
teeth.
was on the sanitation block. That's what they call it, the DS block. And we had the sanitation there, and I never smelled anything ever until I moved away and then came back one day and I was like, what's that smell, y'all? And they were like, what smell? No one can smell it, dude.
Right. Yeah.
They were just used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it, bro. Yeah, I mean, you get used to anything, man. You really can. You can get used to anything in a pretty like short period of time. Like if you do something for 2 weeks, you can get used to some shit. You know, you can.
I don't know. I think if a little midget came out and kicked you in your nuts once a day, even if it was at the same time every day, I don't think you'd ever get used to it.
Well, we've been doing this podcast, and that's what it feels like week after week after week.
It feels like this going on, right?
And I'm used to it, bro. I don't mind it at all. I enjoy it. I look forward to getting kicked by a midget.
Yeah, I hope you're looking forward to getting knocked out by one, motherfucker, because I'm going to knock you the fuck out.
Bing bong, motherfucker, bing bong.
Oh, just for saying that, I'm going to knock you out, man. Now I got to. For all of New York, I'm going to have to put New York on my shoulders. And for all these people not from New York fucking trying to say bing bong. But fuck it, I guess I should be happy that it's spreading. It's nice to see New York trend setting again. Nice to see us starting trends again.
I mean, no. They started a lot of trends. Lockdowns, masks, barring people from restaurants. No, dude, they're setting trends throughout the whole country.
Yeah,
not to mention sexual assault by the governor. That trend's going throughout the country.
We can't be the first to do that.
No, but you guys are the first to make it look good.
We're the first to be like, what do you want? I'm Italian.
Yeah. Hey, what do you want, huh? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into, just...
We better not get no Puerto Ricans up in there. What do you want, man? I'm Puerto Rican, dog. What do you want? We fuck women. That's what we do.
Yeah,
okay,
the Italian way is to grab her ass. The Puerto Rican way is you give her 2 quick pumps and then see if she's into it.
You didn't make that up. That's too funny.
I did, bro. I took that right off the top, bro.
You just made that up?
I did. I just made that up, yeah. Yeah, right off the top.
Shout out to Brian right now. Fucking bing, bing. Doo, doo, doo. That's a good one, dog.
Thanks, bro.
That was a good one.
All right. I think that does it for the episode, right?
Yeah, I think we should end that on that note, dog. I think we really should. I think you should go out on a high note. I don't think you're going to get any better from there. This has been another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. Thanks for listening. Yo, follow me, Gary G. Garcia. If you still haven't watched the fucking special, man, what the fuck are you waiting for, man? And don't just watch it and like it, man. Fucking hit the button, like it, comment, tell me you liked it. Everyone who don't like it comments and and share that shit if you liked it, man. That shit helps a motherfucker when I try to get gigs and shit.
Yep, yeah, for sure, bro, for sure.
No club will turn you down of any gig if you got at least 1,000 likes on something.
Right.
Okay, so help a brother out. Start liking my shit. If nothing else, it makes me feel good. Huh? What's wrong with making me feel good?
Me
I'm
too.
going out of my way. Yeah, Brian, why do you want to make Brian feel good, man? Look, he looks like he could use it. You know what I'm saying?
I got to do a little wash. I got to finish the laundry.
Dude, I don't even know what's been going on with your head all day because I can't tell if that's the front of your hat or your hair.
Yeah.
You know, and what are you wearing? A visor? You wearing a visor?
No. It's a
Black
Mets baseball hat.
I can't even tell, man.
Yeah, I gotta get better. I gotta get better lights in here, man.
Didn't you get a haircut? I thought you was going to get a haircut.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago, though, bro.
Anyway, man, look, see, that's what happens. We can't even end the show. All right, man, that's another episode. Follow me, Gary G. Garcia. Follow Brian at
Brian the Video Guy.
Brian the Video Guy on Instagram. Yo, I also got a TikTok now and shit. Facebook, whatever. But I prefer you follow me to my shows and buy some tickets and come check out a show. I'm in AC all the time, man. Come check it out. Mondays, you catch me at Grizzly Pear in New York City, right on McDougal. And what's your problem over there, Everdeen? She's just a vocal one, man. Vocal. All right, baby. All right, man. That's another episode, man.
Peace out.
Love you, Brian. Peace out, guys. Love y'all.
Yep.